Hope it's just a sputter. You recording? All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gilliland High School for today's softball game between the Albany Lady Falcons and the Gilliland Lady Dutch. Today is May 12th, 2021. I'm Sean Kine, and for today's game, the Falcons come into the game with a record of 0-3. This is their starting lineup. Starting at third base is Lucy Lembo. Starting at shortstop, batting second, Callahan Boston. Batting third, pitching, Sydney Speenberg. Batting fourth, catching, Haley Townsend. Batting fifth, playing first base, Emily Farrell. Batting sixth and playing right field, Cairo Horn. Batting seventh and playing second base, Emily O'Keefe. Batting eighth and in center field, Brianna Kelly. And batting ninth, and the left fielder, is Layla Baum. So the Falcons will be opposed on the mound today by Lady Dutch pitcher Riley Callahan. And here's the first pitch of the game to Lembo, and it's high and outside for a ball, 1-0. So we're feeling a bit of a slight drizzle so far as we begin this game, but hopefully it will not pick up as here's the 1-0 pitch. It swung on and missed. Looked a little high, but chasing that anyway was Lembo, and I'll make it a 1-1 count. One pitch. That's in for a strike, 1-2. Umpire looked a little slow in that judgment call as the 1-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. Now it's still even 1-2 count. So Lembo able to fight off that pitch to the backstop. 1-2 from Callahan, and that's blooped a little bit in the air. And making the catch easily is the first baseman for the Lady Dutch, Kendall Rafferty. So a pop out to the first baseman for Lembo, and that's the first out of the inning. So I'll bring up the shortstop, Callahan Boston, to the plate. And first offering is fouled away. Went all the way behind the backstop, and a count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, and that's hit high in the air, center field, and coming on and making the catch for the Lady Dutch is Kate Waltz. That is the second out of the inning. That will bring up the Falcons pitcher of the plate, Sydney Speenberg, batting third in the lineup. And first pitch is lined right up the middle, and that's a base hit. So Speenberg rounds first, and she'll stop there. And that's the first hit of the game for the Falcons. So first pitch, line drive up the middle, gives Falcons their first base runner, and that will bring up the catcher, Haley Townsend, to the plate. She looks to keep the momentum going here, and the first pitch is fouled back of the screen. And the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, and that's lined right to the shortstop, bobbled a bit, and they still get the tag out at second base. And that will bring an end to the first inning of play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on after that inning. And we're going to come up with the Lady Dutch first three after this. So before we head off to break, here is the starting lineup for our Gilliland Lady Dutch today. Batting first in center field, Kate Waltz. Batting second and playing second base, Lauren Paul. Batting third at first base, Kendall Rafferty. Batting fourth, playing third base, Irene Dill. Batting fifth and catching, Jess Saravillo. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Skylar Van Warmer. Batting seventh in right field, Bianca Simeone. Batting eighth and pitching, Riley Callahan. And batting ninth in left field is Skylar Price. So those are the names in the Lady Dutch lineup. And we'll be right back with the start of the bottom of the first inning in just a little bit. So here we are in the bottom of the first inning. Kate Waltz leading off for the Lady Dutch. And she takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
After Natalie gives up her go.
And second pitch is low and away, 2-0. So on the mound for the Falcons is Sydney Speenberg. Also had quite a good day at the plate as well. She had a single in her first at-bat back in the first. And that pitch is also low, 3 balls, no strikes.
I'll give you a little,
3-0.
I'll give you a little signal.
And a 4-pitch walk to open the game. Waltz on first. And that will bring up Lauren Paul, the second baseman today for Gilderland. And the first pitch from Speenberg as Paul squares to bunt. Able to get it down. Throw on to first is in time. But moving up to second is Waltz. So a sack bunt there for Paul, able to advance the runner, 1 down. And now that brings up Kendall Rafferty to the plate, playing first base today. And first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Pitch to Rafferty. And that one's popped in the air. Right side of the infield, and the catch is made for the second out by the first baseman, Emily Farrell. So that will be the second out. And now it's Irene Dill to the plate. Batting fourth and playing third base today. Waltz at second and 2 down. First pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that one is in for a strike, 1-1. The count even at 1. And that one is lined right at the pitcher, Speenberg, and that is it for the bottom of the first inning. So Lady Dutch able to get the leadoff get the leadoff woman on, but they are unable to get her across the plate. So Walt stranded at second, and the game remains scoreless as we head to the top of the second inning here in Gilderland. Welcome back to the top of the second inning here in Gilderland. Emily Farrell leading off here for the Falcons as she fouls the first pitch behind the screen for a strike. And the count 0-1. And the second pitch is low for a ball. That'll make the count 1-1. One pitch, and that's in the dirt. That'll make it 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch on the way, and that's fouled back again. Goes into the trees and down. It's now 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled back again. Behind the screen again, and the count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch again. And that's outside, and I'll make it a full count, 3-2. And good at bat so far here for Farrell. And the 3-2 pitch. And swung on and missed. And Farrell's down on strikes. That's the first strikeout of the day for Riley Callahan. And that's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up the right fielder Cairo Horn to the plate for her first at-bat of the day. It was a good at-bat worked by Farrell the last time out, but fortunately for her, it ended with a strikeout as the first pitch to Horn is swung on and missed, and that's 0-1. And that one is in for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch to Horn. And it's just inside for a ball, 1-2. Callahan looking to paint the inside corner with that pitch, but was just a little too far inside. as Horn fouls off the 1-2 pitch. And the count will remain that way as Horn steps back into the box. One, two, and just outside, another ball, 2-2. And strike 3 called. Horn goes down looking. Second straight strikeout there for Riley Callahan. And she's going to look to make it 3 in a row here as up comes Brianna Kelly, the center fielder. Or excuse me, no, it's Emily O'Keefe. Excuse me. Kelly is actually on deck right now. I believe the first pitch is a strike, so I think it's 0-1 pitch, and now it's 0-2. It's swinging and missing at that one is O'Keefe. So the 0-2 pitch, and that's hit on the ground, but foul to the left side.
You can take out the lower third, Natalie, after you establish your batting.
Yeah, I got the wrong one.
0-2 pitch, and that's a little high for a ball, 1-2. Callahan looking to strike out the side here in the second. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Down goes O'Keefe on strikes. 2 strikeouts swinging, 1 strikeout looking for Riley Callahan as the Lady Dutch come up to bat in the bottom of the second, looking to break a scoreless tie. We are back for the bottom of the second inning here in Göttingen. First pitch to catcher Jess Saravillo is in for a strike. And the count 0-1. And Saravillo swings and misses at the second offering. And I'll make an 0-2 count. So 2 quick strikes from Speenberg. And swung on and missed. So Saravillo goes down on 3 pitches to start the bottom of the second. And now here's the shortstop, Skylar Van Wormer, digging into the box. It's a bit of a reversal for the Lady Dutch last inning. Waltz walked on 4 pitches to begin the first inning. Now Saravillo strikes out on 3 pitches to start the second inning as Van Wormer also swings and misses at the first pitch from Speenberg, and it's 0-1. And next offering is in the dirt, and I'll even the count at 1 apiece. And Van Wormer fouls that pitch off her leg right there. Didn't seem to phase her, though, so that's a good sign. Now it's 1-2. And the 1-2 offering. And that one's lofted in the air to left field, but catch is easily made by the left fielder, Layla Baum. So that's the second out. And now here's Bianca Simeone for her first at-bat of the day. She's in right field and batting 7th in the lineup. And the first pitch, I think, was fouled off. Looked like it might have, from my vantage point, it looked like it hit her hand, but no, it's a foul ball, so it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And that one caught the outside corner, so it's now 0-2. And the 0-2 offering. And Simeone grounds that one into left field, and that's a base hit. So that's the first hit of the day for the Lady Dutch as Simeone digs in at first. And now they'll bring up Gillen's pitcher, Riley Callahan, to the plate. Coming off a great second inning in which she struck out the side. And now she digs in for her first at-bat here against Speenberg. And she takes the first pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch to Callahan. And that one is roped right to short. Throw on to first is in time, and that retires Callahan and retires the second inning. So Lady Dutch able to get on base with their first hit of the game, but unable to get a run across as we remain scoreless heading in to the top of the third inning. Stay tuned. We are back with the top of the third inning as the first pitch to Brianna Velli is bunted foul back behind home plate. So the count is 0-1. I'm pretty sure you can hear the wind right now. It's coming right into my mic. And the 0-1 pitch is once again fouled, this time to the left side. So, very quick start, 0-2 on Brianna Velli. And here's the 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed, and Velli down on strikes. That's the fourth straight strikeout for Callahan, and she is on fire. And now I'll bring up Layla Baum, the left fielder, batting 9th to the plate. And the first pitch is low for a ball, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, and that's fouled off the leg of Baum, and it's 1-1. One pitch, and that one is in the dirt, and it's a 2-1 count. And here's the 2-1 pitch to Baum, and it's fouled off her foot that time, and it's now even at 2 apiece, the count. Callahan looking for number 5, but that one's popped in the air, so this will end the streak, but the catch is made at short by Van Warmer, and that's the second out of the inning. So the strikeout streak snaps at 4, but there are 2 outs here in the third. And we're back to the top of the order here with Lucy Lembo coming up, the third baseman. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Lembo popped out to first in her first at-bat back in the first. And I could safely say that was a lot of firsts in that sentence, as the next pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that one is just line foul to the right side. And that'll make it a 1-2 count. So 2 down here in the third. And 1-2 count to the third baseman, Lembo. Swung on and missed. Number 5 on the day for Callahan. And she is dealing here in Göttingen as we go to the bottom of the third inning here in Göttingen. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Göttingen. It's the bottom of the third inning, and Skylar Price, the left fielder, leading off for the Lady Dutch, and she takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. And the 1-0 offering is swung on and missed. Came in and out of the glove of the catcher, Townsend. And the count even at 1. And that pitch is just in for a strike, cut the outside corner. And it's 1-2. And here's the 1-2 pitch, and Price swings and misses for the first out. Second strikeout of the day for Speenberg. And we're back to the top of the order here with Kate Waltz, the center fielder. And Waltz swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. And can't quite tell if that nicked the bat or not. Looks like it might have, though, so I think it's 0-2. And the pitch is low and away. And it's 1-2 now to Kate Waltz. And the 1-2 pitch, and that's hammered into left field, but is just down the foul line and out of play. So the count will remain 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch again to Waltz. And that's foul back to the screen. So Waltz gains yet another life at the plate, still a 1-2 count. The 1-2 again. And that's chopped into left field in a base hit. And Waltz thought about going for second, but she retreats back to first. It's her first hit of the day, second time she's been on base, as she did walk back in the first inning. And now that'll bring up Lauren Paul to the plate. Paul sacrificed Waltz over to second back in the first. And the first pitch to Paul is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Waltz able to record the second hit of the day for the Lady Dutch. And she's on first here with one out. And the pitch is popped in the air and out of play near our tower cam. So the count now 0-2 to Lauren Paul. And she looks to stay alive here against Speenberg. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and once again fouled out of play. And the 0-2 pitch again to Paul. This time it's in the dirt. And going over to second and stealing it is Kate Waltz. So stolen base for Waltz. And she's now in scoring position here with one down. And the 1-2 pitch is in the dirt again. Now the count even at 2. The 2-2 pitch. That's fouled back again. Very good at bat here for Lauren Paul. She's been fighting off a lot of pitches, staying alive in the count. And now it's even at 2. The next pitch in the dirt and running over to third is going to be Waltz, and she'll stop there. So that'll make it a full count now as Waltz heads to third. So all of a sudden, the first run of the game is 90 feet away. And the 3-2 pitch is hit on the ground and into left field for a base hit. Waltz scores easily, and into first is Paul, and the Lady Dutch are first on the board. They lead 1-0. A fantastic at-bat there for Lauren Paul. She's able to drive in the first run of the game. She was fouling off at least 3 to 4 pitches in that at-bat. And Kate Waltz gets a stolen base, advances to third on a wild pitch. And now all of a sudden she's home after the Paul single, and it's 1-0. So we get a little conference on the mound. And Speenberg will remain in for now as Kendall Rafferty, very dangerous power threat, steps up to the plate here for Gilliland. First pitch to Rafferty is off the plate, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, and that's hit in the air deep into right field, and that one is down against the wall. Paul is rounding third. She's going to come to the plate. Rafferty to third, and Paul is safe at the plate. Rafferty is at third base. A stand-up triple, and the Lady Dutch lead 2-0. I feel like that was a good time. I just mentioned Rafferty, very good power threat at the plate. She gets an RBI triple, and now it's 2-0 as Irene Dill steps up to the plate. She lined out to Speenberg to start off in the first inning. As the first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch once again in the dirt. And it's 2-0. I should mention 3 straight hits for the Lady Dutch after they strike out a Price to start the inning. And that ball is driven in the right, and it's caught. Rafferty's going to tag, and she will score. So a sac fly for Irene Dill, and the Lady Dutch add another run, and it's 3-0 here in the third. And that'll bring up Jess Saravillo to the plate. And the first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Saravillo's first at-bat was back in the second inning. She struck out on 3 pitches in that at-bat. And that one is pounded into right field, another base hit. So Saravillo gets the 4th hit of the inning for the Lady Dutch, and she's on at first with 2 down. And now Skylar Van Warmer will come to the plate here. So Van Warmer flew out to left in her first plate appearance back in the second. And she faced off against Speenberg again. The first pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch to Van Warmer. And that touched the outside corner. It's 1-1. So Van Warmer looking to keep this hot inning going here for Gilderland. And she grounds that one to third. Throw on to first is in time to get her. And that ends the inning. But the Lady Dutch explode for 3 runs in the inning on 4 hits. And they have a 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the 4th. Welcome back, everybody. It's the top of the fourth inning here in Gilderland. Cariana Boston digs in here against Riley Callahan. So Boston flew out to center in her first plate appearance. She takes that one up for a ball. And Boston hits that one on the ground. Throw on to first is in time to get her. And that's the first out of the inning. So that will bring up Sydney Speenberg to the plate. So Speenberg singled back in the first inning, so she's 1 for 1 on the day, and she takes the first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch, swung on and missed, and the count now even at 1 apiece. And that one pounded behind the plate, and the catch is made by Saravillo for the second out. So that's the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Haley Townsend to the plate, the catcher, batting fourth. Townsend grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. She's 0 for 1 on the day. She grounds the first pitch, and it's bobbled a little bit at third. Throw is not in time. So that, I believe, will be an infield single. So Townsend reaches, and Falcons have a runner on base with 2 down. You're in the fourth. Now Emily Farrell had a very good at-bat back in the second inning. Ended with a strikeout. She pops the first pitch in the air, and it's playable, and the catch is made to end the inning. So the Falcons get another hit in the inning, but once again unable to do anything against Riley Callahan. And we will head to the bottom of the fourth inning with the Lady Dutch still leading by a score of 3-0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the bottom of the fourth inning here in Gilderland, and Bianca Simeone is in for her second at-bat of the day. She takes the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1.
No, you shouldn't.
And that pitch is just low for a ball, 1-1. And Simeone with a little bouncer to first, and easily stepping on the bag is Farrell for the first out. So Simeone quickly retired, and that will bring up Callahan to the plate for her second at-bat. She grounded to short in her first at-bat of the day. And the first pitch bounces to the plate in the dirt, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one is bounced over to short. And the throw on to first is just in time. And Callahan once again retired. And now Skylar Price will come to the plate. She struck out back in the third in her first plate appearance of the day. And she takes the first pitch low for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 to Price, and she laces that one into right field, and it's just a foul ball. Barely missed hitting the line. So the count now even at 1 apiece. Very close to being possibly extra bases there, but no dice. And the 1-1 pitch is outside for another ball, 2-1. So for those of you who are just tuning in on GHS Media, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Sean Cunningham. You're watching Girl and Lady Dutch softball here on the GHS Media YouTube channel as that pitch is taken outside for a ball. And that pitch is high for ball 4. So Price is on with 2 down here in the 4th inning, and we're back to the top of the order here with Kate Waltz at the plate. She has walked and singled and scored 1 run so far today, as that first pitch is taken outside, or on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Pitch to Waltz, and that's hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first is in time to get her, and that is it for the bottom of the 4th inning. So a bit uneventful compared to the bottom of the 3rd, but the Lady Dutch are still on top 3-0, and we will be back for the top of the 5th in just a moment. Back for the top of the 5th, Cairo Horn leads off, and she grounds one, and it's bobbled at second base by Lauren Paul. That will go as an error. So that's the first error of the game for both sides. Horn reaches, and that will bring up Emily O'Keefe to the plate. This will be her second at bat, and the first pitch is high. And Horn checked out by Jess Zaravillo. She goes back to first. O'Keefe struck out swinging back in the second inning. And she squares to bunt, gets it down. Callahan scoops it up, throws to first, and that's in time. So the sacrifice successful. Moving to second is Horn. And now that'll bring up Brianna Valley to the plate. So she struck out back in the third inning as she takes the first pitch for a strike. And it's 0-1 as Horn in scoring position at second with 1 out. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. And the count now 0-2. Probably hear the wind picking up here at the high school as the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Down on strikes is Valley for the second time. That is the 6th strikeout of the game for the pitcher Callahan. And we're down to the bottom of the order here with Layla Baum at the plate. And Baum hits it in the air. That will go into the trees and foul. And the count 0-1. So Paul got away from Callahan at the mound. Baum popped out to short back in the third inning of play. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Nice movement on that ball. And the count now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, and that's upstairs for a ball, and the inning stays alive, and it's now 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch, and it's grounded too short. Van Warmer to first, and it is in time for the third out of the 5th inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 left on. And the Lady Dutch remain in the lead at 3-0. All right, we are back to action here in the bottom of the 5th. Lauren Paul leads off, and she whacks the first pitch into left field for a base hit. That is her second hit of the day. And she is now 2 for 2 at the plate. And now that'll bring up Kendall Rafferty, who hit an RBI triple back in the third inning. And here's the first pitch. And that is fouled away near the Lady Dutch dugout. And it's 0-1. pitch is away. Now going over to second is Paul, and she is safe. So a stolen base for Lauren Paul. She advances to second. It's the second stolen base of the day for the Lady Dutch. Waltz stole second base back in the third inning. Now Paul does it here in the fifth. 1-1. And that's off the plate, 2-1. It's been a bit of a borderline pitch today, but that time it was a ball. So Rafferty now in a good count, up 2-1. And that one cut the inside corner, apparently. And it's now 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And that's low, and it's a full count, 3-2. And Rafferty hits it on the ground to short, and it's bobbled at third base. So everybody's safe. So Boston at short bobbled the ball, and it's going to be an error. That'll be the first error of the game for the Falcons. Now Paul at third, Rafferty is at first, and that'll bring up Irene Dill. Dill's 0 for 1 on the day. She had a sac fly, and that one goes right back. Coming home is Paul. She's going to be tagged out. So Paul out at the plate. And that's the first out of the inning, but Dill is at first after reaching. So the fielder's choice 1-2. That's how that will be scored. And now bring up Jess Saravillo to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. And Saravillo squares to bunt, but she pops it foul behind home plate. And the count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing as was up high. So the count now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And Saravillo in the air, and that one will get down for a base hit. Heading over to third is Rafferty. And the bases are full Lady Dutch. And that will bring up Skylar Van Warmer. So it's the second hit of the day for Jess Saravillo. And now it will be Skylar Van Warmer at the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day so far. She flew out back in the second inning and grounded out back in the third inning. And here she is with the bases full, and she lofts that one in the air right field, and it's out of play, foul. So the count 0-1. Here's the 0-1 offering, and it's upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Very crucial situation here for the Lady Dutch. Bases loaded, 1 out. As they look to add to their lead. And Van Warmer in the air to left. Catch is going to be made. No runner sag. Now Rafferty is coming to the plate. Throw, not in time. So a sac fly for Skylar Van Warmer. Both runners move up. And it's now a 4-0 Lady Dutch lead. So Dill moves to third. Saravillo now at second. Bianca Simeone at the plate. And the first pitch is grounded foul to the left side. So Rafferty now with 2 runs scored on the day after the sac fly by Van Warmer. And the 0-1, Simeone lofts it into right. Once again, foul down the right field line. And the count now 0-2. So Dill at third, Saravillo at second. And an 0-2 count to the right fielder, Bianca Simeone. Here's the pitch. And it's in for a ball, and it's 1-2. So Simeone able to stay alive in the count as she looks to tack on more runs here for Goland. And a ground ball to third. Throw is in time at first, so that will be the third out of the fifth inning. But the Lady Dutch tack on another run thanks to a Skylar Van Warmer sac fly, and they lead 4-0 heading into the top of the sixth. We are back here in Göttingen. It's the top of the sixth inning. Lucy Lembo, first pitch of the inning. She lines a base hit into right field. And she is on base for the first time today. She has struck out and popped out in her first two plate appearances. But now she is on to start the top of the sixth inning, and that will bring up Kariana Boston to the plate. She is 0 for 2 on the day as well coming in. She takes the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Boston flew out to center back in the first inning, and it's now her third at-bat of the day after grounding out in the fourth inning as she swings and misses at the second offering, and it's 0-2. So the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And Boston down on strikes for the first time today. That is the 7th strikeout of the day for Riley Callahan. And now they'll bring up Sydney Speenberg, the pitcher, to the plate. She's 1 for 2 today. She popped out to Saravillo in her second plate appearance as that one goes all the way to the backstop, and Lembo will advance to second base. So a wild pitch for Callahan. And Lembo now in scoring position here with one out. One-0 pitch, and that's lofted in the air, and it's caught at third base. So a nice play for the second out. That was Dill, I believe, with the catch. So now they'll bring up Haley Townsend to the plate. She's also 1 for 2 coming into this at-bat. She singled back in the 4th inning, and she takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
You're doing great, Jared.
The 1-0 pitch is low in the dirt, and it's now 2-0. Two-0 pitch, swung on a miss, and the count now 2-1 to Townsend. And that one grounded to third, but foul. So the count now even at 2. So Callahan looking to get out of a bit of a mini jam here. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and Townsend is down on strikes. Another strikeout for Callahan. She has got 8 on the day. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Dutch looking for some insurance. Coming up. We are back with the bottom of the 6th inning here in Gilderland as Riley Callahan, they ground out to shortstop on the first pitch, and she is quickly retired for the first out here in the 6th. And all of her at-bats today have been ground outs to short. And now I'll bring up Skylar Price. She is 0 for 1 on the day. She walked in her last plate appearance back in the 4th inning. And she laces one into left field, and that one is going to get down for a base hit. And now Price, the ball got by the left fielder, and she will move to second base. So Skylar Price, with her first hit of the day, she is in at second base with a double. And we are now back to the top of the order here with the center fielder, Kate Waltz. So Waltz 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. She grounded out to short back in the 4th inning in her last at-bat. And she squares to bunt, and it's caught by the catcher. So the bunt unsuccessful. It went right off the bat into Townsend's glove, and that's a quick second out. Now they'll bring up Lauren Paul. So take a look at the replay, it popped right in the air, and they almost were able to get Price back at second. And the sixth inning quickly comes to an end as Paul pops out. So even though Skylar Price gets a double, the sixth inning ends in a matter of only a few minutes, and we head to the top of the seventh. The Lady Dutch look to close it out here in Goderland. Welcome back to Goderland. It's the top of the seventh inning. Riley Callahan looking for the complete game shutout as she faces off against first baseman Emily Farrell, who takes the first pitch inside for a ball. It's 1-0. So Callahan so far today, 8 strikeouts through 6 innings, as time is called briefly on the field. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's inside again, 2-0. So Farrell's 0 for 2 so far today. She has struck out and popped out. Her last at-bat came in the 4th inning of play. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. And the count now 2-1. And that ball is hit high in the air center field. Settling under it is Kate Waltz, and that is the first out of the 7th inning. And now it's Cairo Horn at the plate. She reached on an error back in the top of the 5th inning. And that first pitch is in the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. So the two number 3s facing off for the 3rd time here in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. And the count quickly 0-2. The 0-2. And that's fouled off the ankle of Horn. And on the play, count remains 0-2. So Horn able to stay alive on the foul ball. And here's the 0-2 again. And that one's low for a ball. And it's 1-2.
Cody, I love that you say that when you're standing behind the person that's literally batting. I love that you say, I don't think they're going to win when you're standing behind the person that's batting.
The 1-2 pitch. And that's swung on and missed. Number 9 on the day for Callahan. And the Falcons are now down to their last out. And it's Brianna Kelly at the plate. And the first pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Or excuse me, this is O'Keefe again, my bad. So it's O'Keefe at the plate this time, and she swings and misses at the second offering. It's 1-1. So O'Keefe today is 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice bunt in her last plate appearance. And she drills that one in the air. Coming on and making the catch is Kate Waltz. And that is going to do it here in Guilderland. A masterful performance today, a complete game shutout for the pitcher Riley Callahan. She leads the Lady Dutch to a 4-0 win. The Lady Dutch capped off by a 3-run third inning. The stellar performance of Callahan, they are able to take today's game. They improved to 3-1 in the season. The Falcons will fall to 0-4 as the Lady Dutch come away with another victory to open their season. And that is going to be it for our GHS Media broadcast today. We hope you had a great time watching. I'm Sean Cunningham. We will see you all back here again on the next media broadcast. Take care and have a great rest of your day, everybody.